Hey guys. I love how Facebook always goes live before it actually tells you you go live. So I'm like just scratching my head, waiting for everyone to show up. Oh my goodness. Tiffany Higgins here. If you are totally new to the group, welcome. We are so excited to have you here. This group is called Have Your Cake and Eat It Too because we want to show you how to live your ideal lifestyle, provide for your family in a financial way, but also get to be the exact kind of parent that you want to be, however that looks like for you and your family. So, we're all about creating financial freedom, time freedom, flexibility, the lifestyle that you want to live. And I'm super excited to be here to answer all of your questions. Every Tuesday, I go live at 11 a.m. Central Time. Typically, I go live for an entire hour because you guys always have so many amazing questions. Today, however, I do have to cut it short at 30 minutes. So you've got me for 30 minutes to ask any questions that you want around starting, growing, operating, and scaling a virtual bookkeeping business that you can do from home, even if you have no prior experience, degrees, or certifications in accounting or bookkeeping. So we have lots of women and even some men in our program from all ages, all walks of life, and all different backgrounds. We have police officers, pharmacy technicians, vet clinic workers, home daycare specialists, what else? Nurses. We have a retired dolphin trainer. So many awesome people from all walks of life have had extreme and unbelievable success joining our program. We even have success helping current accountants, bookkeepers, and CPAs grow and scale their businesses too. But I really love working with those moms that feel stuck and trapped in their life, like they don't know how to make the kind of money that they need for their family without missing out on all of those milestones. And we are here to make sure that they don't have to miss out. Okay. So sometimes it'll be easy, sometimes it'll be hard, but you will always have the power to choose your life and choose how you want to live it. Hey, Corey, do I have to be good at math? Absolutely not. It's a very, very common misconception that people think that because this is bookkeeping and you are working with numbers, that you actually have to be good at math, but you don't. We use a computer program, and really the only thing that you need is strong organizational skills. There are calculators built in to the QuickBooks Online software that we use. And I literally can't remember the last time I did math in any way, shape, or form in my head. So you don't have to be good at math. You just have to be good at organizing. The other cool thing when it comes to bookkeeping is that both sides of your entries match. So if you do miscalculate something or you misadd something using the calculator, the software is going to say, hey, this doesn't add up, fix it. And you can go in and fix it. So it's super easy, super awesome. What a super great question. So if you guys are totally new, the best place to get started is to hop on over to our website. I'm going to pull that up so you guys can see it. I'll go through that really super fast. Share my screen. Okay, so here is my website. It's called stayatHomeBookkeeper.com. And the very first part here is my ebook. So if you haven't read this ebook, it's called The Stay-at-Home Bookkeeper: How to Set Up a Side Hustle with Full-Time Pay. Because in this book, it will tell you what my journey was like. It'll open your eyes to what it's like if you decide to go down this path, so you can see firsthand how this would change your family's life. But it also gives you some actionable steps to get started on making a bookkeeping business a viable option for your family, where you can work 10 hours a week and make a full-time salary. And I'm not saying that as a marketing tactic. It is really true. You really can make $40,000 to $50,000 a year working only 10 or 12 hours a week. And if you decide you want to make more than that, you most certainly can. You can grow your business to making up to $250,000 a year working a 40-hour work week with no staff. And pretty much almost all of that is going to be pure profit, because in a bookkeeping business, there are very few expenses. You're going to need a few startup expenses that you're going to have are an LLC, a computer if you don't have one. You're going to need to register your domain, which is like sometimes as cheap as $1 a year. And then you're going to need to set up your email address, which ranges from $6 to $12 per month. Outside of that, that's pretty much all you need to get started. And then as you grow your business, if you decide down the road that you want to add in some additional software to take off some of the workload, you can do that. You can add a program called Lisio that's basically like a client document storage system and a communication tool with your clients. There's other programs like that that actually make things work more efficient for you, but they are optional. But you know, the bookkeeping business is one of the most profitable businesses that you can find. You can even Google that. If you look at Forbes.com, it's going to tell you that an accounting or bookkeeping business is, and I think the top 3 of all profitable businesses in the entire world that you can operate. And we specialize in teaching those that have no prior experience how to become an expert in bookkeeping and start your business. And you can start your business in like within 7 to 10 days of joining the academy, and get clients within the first couple of weeks of joining if you follow our steps. Sometimes it takes longer, so I can't put any guarantee on that. Sometimes it takes clients up to 3 months before they can find their first client, depending on their mindset and their action. But a lot of times students find clients within a month of joining. So you can actually make money right away, right when you launch this. And we help you fulfill on the back end so that you understand exactly how to do the work and provide excellent service to your clients. So if you haven't grabbed a copy of the ebook, definitely grab a copy of that. It's only $6. And a lot of people have told me in the past that it is the best $6 they've ever spent, which is very humbling. You can read a lot about myself, my team here. Since I have to cut this live super short today and you only get 30 minutes instead of your normal hour, if you guys have questions and they aren't answered during this 30 minutes, pop on over and watch out some of our recent replays of the prior Tuesdays. We have a lot of great information. We've interviewed students in the past, and you can watch those stories and those interviews on here as well. So this is a really great place to go to if you are super interested in this and you're trying to get your spouse on board. So if you want to do this and you know that they're going to have a lot of questions for you, have them write down all of your questions, watch some of these replays, and send them the link so that they can rewatch it as well and get all their questions answered. But again, I'm here every Tuesday, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. We also, you can book a free discovery call with us, which I'll share that link with you shortly. And one of our newest sales team members is actually Crystal, and she is in our academy, and she is actually working 10 hours a week and making $40,000 a year. So you can actually book a call and chat with her on exactly how she did that and if it's worth it. So, and if you can do that too. So you can hear firsthand from someone else, not just me, that this does work and this process is awesome. Diane asked, how long will it take to get a client? And I touched on that a little bit a few minutes ago, but for those of you that are just joining, it can take anywhere from a week to 90 days to get your first client, totally dependent on how much action you take, your mindset. Are you willing to follow the steps, even though you're a little bit scared? If the answer is yes, you're going to find your clients a lot faster. Getting feedback from our group and hopping on our coaching calls is going to also expedite the chances of you getting clients in less than 90 days. We've had a lot of students join the academy with prospects already knocking at their door, finding clients within a week of getting started. And usually I would say on average, it's probably 2 to 4 weeks when you actually will start seeing a client for most people. Hi, Ricky. Do you just teach bookkeeping or do you help with all aspects of owning a business? Great question. This is awesome. We actually really love helping you with all aspects of growing a business. So, our program isn't just about learning how to do bookkeeping. Our program is designed to teach you how to live your ideal lifestyle. So, that can be, when what we do to help you guys reach that ideal lifestyle is by teaching you how to operate a bookkeeping business. But we know that there's so much more to life than just learning how to do bookkeeping, and so much more to business. So we help you with the mindset, we help you with the balancing, because you guys, motherhood alone is hard enough. So when you have motherhood and a job, or motherhood and a business, it's a lot. So we want to help with all aspects of that, from your mindset to learning all of these new skills that you're going to be doing. In addition to becoming a bookkeeper, you're also going to learn how to market yourself, which can be scary. So we'll support you on that from a mindset perspective. You're going to learn how to sell yourself, which a lot of people are afraid of sales. And we teach you how to do that in a way that's very authentic and comfortable for you, so that you're out there helping business owners and not feeling like a sleazy car salesman. So that's what we do in our group. We help with a lot of aspects. We show you how to quote. We show you how to have boundaries for your clients, so that way you're getting the most out of your business and you are not overworking. You're not working too much, because sometimes that can happen for people. And then let's see, going back to our website here too, you can watch student success stories. We've interviewed a lot of our students on here, and you can read about a lot of their wins. We also have this awesome calculator on here. So if you want to play around with this, then it'll tell you exactly how many clients that you need to replace your income, and then how many hours per week it's going to take you to work on those clients. So let's say that you want to make $4,000 a month. And if you click on 4,000, it's going to tell you you need about 8 small clients to make $4,000 a month. And to put this into perspective, there are over 30 million businesses and growing in the US alone. And we also help people in Canada and the UK, by the way. But 30 million clients, and you only need 8 to make $4,000 a month. That's amazing. And then to give you an idea of how long it's going to take you to do that work, we've got a low and a high range. The high range is for the first few months. When you first get started with that client, you're going to be learning about their spending habits. You're going to be getting them caught up. It's going to take you on average about 13 hours a week to work on their books. Once you have done their books for a couple of months and you understand their spending habits and you've gotten into a rhythm, it's going to drop down to 8 hours per week or less servicing those clients. So you're going to make $4,000 a month working 8 hours a week or less. So very exciting. So you can scale this up to whatever you want, or you can scale it down. I did mention that you can make between $200,000 and $250,000 a year working one full-time job, full-time work week. Super awesome. So you can get started by booking a call with us is the best way. We have a bookkeeping course that you get for free when you enroll in our bookkeeping academy. I don't know why it shot me all the way back to the top. And if you're in the academy, you get 12 full months of support with our team, and we help you with so many things. And then once you start to grow your business, if you want to keep going, because there's no ceiling on what you can earn, if you want to keep going, we have an inner circle that you can join. And we are taking a waiting list for that right now. It is not open for enrollment at this moment, but we take all these awesome moms that are growing bookkeeping businesses, and we help them turn their bookkeeping business into $1 million firm. So you can be a CEO and lead a team and employ a lot of other moms that want to work from home part-time. So it's a really awesome opportunity. So as you can see, you can keep it small or you can make $1 million, whichever you want to do. There's lots of options in the bookkeeping business. And it really just also depends on exactly where your family is right now. So if you are in the mode right now of growing your family and you've got babies and toddlers at home, maybe you want to keep it small, but that in a couple of years when your kids get bigger, you're ready to ramp it up. That's a really cool option that a lot of our students have. So if you want to listen to any of the recent podcasts I've been on, you can click this link. I just got off of an interview not too long ago. And then, like I mentioned, you can book a free discovery call with our team. I'm going to put that link in here. You can book a free call with us and we will go over all of your questions and in depth. And even if you would like us to chat with your spouse or significant other, have them on the call, then we can go over and answer all of your questions about starting a bookkeeping business and how it would look like for your personal situation and your goals. So we'd be happy to chat with you. Those calls are free. And you might even get a chance to talk to Crystal, who is our newest sales advisor. And she actually has a bookkeeping business in our academy and is working 10 hours a week and making $40,000 a year. So you can pick her brain on if this is a good option for your family. Diane had another question. If I don't have experience, will people actually hire me? Yes, absolutely. We've had over 1,000 moms. I'd say it's probably closer to 1,500 moms now that have gone through our program and have successful bookkeeping businesses ranging from making $1,000 to $2,000 a month, all the way up to making $20,000 plus per month. I think Anne is on track to make $300,000 this year and counting. So we've got a lot of really successful students that have gone through our program, and almost all of them started with no prior experience in bookkeeping. Some of them had office management jobs in the past or did bookkeeping for their spouse's business or a family's business, but that was the extent of their training. So you can absolutely do it if you have no experience, and people will hire you to become their bookkeeper. And we help you with all those aspects in the academy on how to have those conversations. Typically, the experience factor doesn't come up a lot when you're talking to clients, but if it does, we show you how to navigate those conversations. And we have special trainings on that every couple of weeks. So great question. I love it. One thing I definitely want to talk about today before I have to wrap up is freedom. So one of these ladies that I know, she used to coach in our academy, and she does sales coaching. And she had posted something on Facebook today about marketing programs, selling freedom. And I feel like we sell freedom to our students. And we give them the option to break free from a corporate job that is very restrictive, very unflexible, and has a ceiling of earning potential. So we help people break free from that and experience freedom. But I feel like I want to let everybody know and be totally transparent that sometimes, on occasion, when you're running your business, you are going to feel a sense of being trapped in your business if you don't work on the right things. So you can definitely get to the point where you're feeling trapped in your business if you underquote your jobs and you're working much harder than you should be. You can definitely feel more trapped and overwhelmed in your business when your mindset is in the wrong place. So I want to let everyone know that we love to help you from a standpoint of learning how to utilize your business to really create the personal freedom that you desire. And that's different for everyone. So some people, they really want to have personal financial freedom. Some people, freedom to them is having a flexible schedule and being able to work whenever they want. Some people, freedom to them is to be able to have a lot of time off. So it really depends on what that looks like to you. And everybody's goals are different for their family. So always focusing on, why am I doing this? Why do I want to have a business? What benefits and perks is this business going to give me and my family? And then always remembering that that's what you're working towards. So you have to constantly be making decisions. So let's say, for example, you want to start a bookkeeping business so that you can be home because you're about to have your second or your third child and you want to be there for your kids. You want to nurse, or you exclusively breastfeed, or you just don't want to have to take them to a nanny. So your goal is to get yourself in a position that you can stay home. And at a minimum, let's say that you need $4,000 a month. So you grow your business to $4,000 and you're working like Crystal 10 hours a week. I know a lot of people are very ambitious and then they think, I got to keep going, or I got to keep growing. I got to keep doing this. I got to keep doing that. But is that really what your vision is? Is that your why? So you always have to be like reconnecting. And if you go back to that and say, no, this is the season of life where I want to work less, but be there for my kids more. And it is okay to keep your business at that level. But if you are excited and you're ready and your goals are to make $200,000 a year, then you keep working to that. So I feel like the only times people get really overwhelmed when they start a business is if they are making decisions that do not align with their why, their goals, and their reasons for doing this in the first place. So I wanted to share that with you guys because being a business owner, you do have to make a lot of decisions. And sometimes if you don't have a clear plan of where you want to go, you can make decisions that might provide you with extra stress that is unnecessary. So you just always have to kind of go back to, what is the reason that I want to start a business, and what is the kind of lifestyle that I want to lead? So I encourage all of you to sit down with your significant other, if you have one, or with yourself, and write out your ideal lifestyle. And maybe next week you guys can bring that back and we can talk about what your ideal lifestyle is and what you are looking forward to when you start this bookkeeping business, and the changes that you want to make with your life, and the impact that you want to have from starting this business. So I hope that was helpful. I definitely wanted to touch on that today and not glamorize the fact that having this bookkeeping business is easy and freeing, even though it is. There can be challenges down the road, but if you stick to what you really want out of life and you constantly focus on your vision and your goals, you're going to be one free person. That's what I have to say. Definitely free. Amy says, good question. I have the same question, but I think I must be confident in what I know, and anyone would be lucky to have me. Yes, that's right, Amy. If you don't have experience, confidence in not only your ability to do the work right now, but confidence in your ability to learn what you need to learn if something comes up that you don't know. So that's what you need to go into with it when you talk to clients, and maybe you don't have the experience that someone else does. But if you have the confidence and you exude that confidence that you may not know the answer, but if you don't, you are going to find out for your client and do the best job for your client. That's all that people care about in the end. So as long as you are taking care of them, they feel like you're taking care of them. It doesn't matter if you can regurgitate the answer immediately, or if you have to do some digging and some research or ask in the academy. It doesn't matter to them. As long as they have the answer and they feel well taken care of, then you have the flexibility to be able to say, I'm not 100% sure of that, but before I give you an answer, I want to look into a few things and I'll get back with you on that. And then you can come to the academy, come to our Zoom calls, and we will be able to help you with that. Susie, how much is it to start? We have a couple of different options. What we usually recommend, if this is something you've watched some of these lives and this is something that looks interesting to your family, we recommend that you book a discovery call with us so we can dive a little bit deeper into what's going to work for you. And then we have 3 different paths that you could go down, so we can suggest the most appropriate one for you and your family based on that free discovery call. So I will see if I can copy and paste that here for you. And then you can book a free call with us. Won't let me click. There we go. And we would be happy to chat about your situation. So, and just to give you guys a little bit of teaser, today I am interviewing a ton of really awesome mom business owners, and we are going to be having a virtual summit, a wealthy stay-at-home mom virtual summit very, very soon. So watch your inboxes for that. So we are going to be announcing the dates of that here shortly. I'm super excited for you guys to all join us on that. We're going to have some really, really great speakers. So if anybody has any questions, please comment on this thread. I'm happy to come back here shortly and answer your questions and get you all the information you need to be able to transform your life so that you and your family can start living the life that you want. And people are starting businesses in record numbers right now, and they all need bookkeepers. So if finding a client is one of your fears, don't let it be, because there are millions of people out there doing it wrong and not having a bookkeeper in place, and they are going to need you. So join our community, join the Bookkeeper Academy, start your business and start living your ideal life. All right, guys, I'm going to let you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will catch you back here next Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central Time. But as always, please post on this live if you have questions for me specifically. Post in the group anytime. We're always here and very happy to help. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you later.